Vyavastha. I am Chandrika from 9th class. Now we are going to present a project on lymphatic system. First of all, what is lymphatic system? Lymphatic system is a network of organs, vessels and tissues that work together to move a colorless watery fluid called a lymph back into our bloodstream. As a vital part of immune system, lymphatic system protects the body from infection and destroys older abnormal cells that our body doesn't need. Lymphatic system functions include maintaining normal fluid levels in our body and absorbing fats or fat-soluble vitamins from intestines so they can make their way into the bloodstream. Then how does this lymphatic system work? Let me explain about it. Every day about 20 liters of plasma flow out of the tiny pores in the thin walls of our capillaries from here, and the tissues hungrily soak up all the nutrients while leaving behind the waste. The plasma doesn't mind cleaning up the mess. The plasma returns 17 liters of plasma into the tiny pores in the thin walls of our capillaries. Since initially 20 liters of plasma flow out of the pores, that means 3 liters are still roaming in our body tissues. That's where our lymphatic system steps in. The tiny lymphatic capillaries pick up the remaining fluid from our body tissues and enters the lymph into lymphatic vessels. These vessels keep the lymph moving until it ultimately reaches two major ducts in our upper chest called right lymphatic duct and thoracic duct. And they are a bit like highway and ramps. And they merge into a large vein, subclavian vein, which is attached to our heart and empty the lymph into them. From there, our lymph re-enters into our bloodstream and can flow through the body again. Thank you. Next, my friend will continue.
Good afternoon to all. I am Prashant from 8th class. My topic is functions of lymphatic system. Lymphatic system collects fluid from body tissues and back to bloodstream. This supports healthy fluid level in the body. Lymphatic system also filters out fresh products on abnormal cells. It helps the body to absorb fats. Most nutrients can travel through tiny opening in the walls of capillaries, and our body can absorb and use it. But certain fats and other molecules are too large to travel in this way. Collects the fluid from intestines that contains these molecules that transport back to bloodstream. Lymphatic system is a part of immune system. This produces and releases lymphocytes. These cells look for and destroy invaders such as bacteria, fungi, viruses, parasites that can enter our body. Thank you.
Please, I am from 6th class. Today my topic is parts of lymphatic system. Our lymphatic system is composed of two types of organ. They are primary lymphoid organ, secondary lymphoid organ. Primary lymphoid organ. This organ include bone marrow and thymus. They create special immune system cells called lymphocytes. Secondary lymphoid organ. This organ include spleen, tonsils, lymph node, lymphatic vessels. It is in this organ where the skull of the immune system do their actual job of fighting off germs and foreign substance. Thank you. Next, my friend will continue.
I am Yes Karishma from 8th class. Today topic is bone marrow. Red bone marrow, yellow bone marrow. Bone marrow is a sponge-like tissue found inside the bones, are produced and then also multiply. These cells move to other organs like tissue through the blood. At birth, many bones contains red bone marrow, which actively create immune system cells. More and more red bone marrow turns into fatty tissue. In adulthood, only a few of our bones contain red bone marrow, including the ribs, breastbone, and pelvis. The thymus is located behind the breastbone above the heart. These gland-like organs reaches full maturity only in children and is then slowly transferred to fatty tissue. Thank you. Next, my friend will continue.
I am VIDYA from 6th class. Today I will discuss about spleen. Spleen is a part of the lymphatic system, which is an expensive drainage network. The spleen is located in the upper rib cage. The spleen acts as a filter. It filters out old and damaged cells and helps control the amount of blood cells that circulate in the body. The spleen also helps glands of germs. It contains white blood cells is called lymphocytes and microscraps. These cells work to attack and destroy germs. The body also uses the spleen as a place to store blood and iron for future use. Next, lymphatic vessels. Lymphatic vessels are tubes that form complex network throughout our body. The smallest tubes are lymphatic capillaries, which ultimately connected to large tubes that lead to two main ducts in our upper chest, the pulsing of nearby arteries and the squeezing of nearby muscles, and help fluid move through our lymphatic vessels. These vessels contain one way, valves that keep lymph moving right way. Thank you. Next, my friend will be continuing.
Previously from science class, let me explain about lymph tonsils. Lymph is a tissue fluid which is formed as of substances from blood capillaries into tissue space. It flows in a closed system called lymphatic system. Lymph is a colorless fluid which consists of blood, plasma, or lymphocyte but not plasma. It contains high amount of fat. Tonsils. This is tonsils. Tonsils are collection lymphatic tissues. There are two tonsils. One each lies on each side of the pharynx between pillar of the space. Tonsils are supplied with blood the lymphatic vessels. That the surface of tonsils is covered with mucous membrane which is studded with strips. Thank you. Next, my friend will continue.
Creation from my class. Today my topic is disorders of lymphatic system. Many conditions can affect the various part of our lymphatic system. Some common diseases and disorders of the lymphatic system include swollen lymph node. This is swollen lymph node. Lymphadenopathy, infection, inflammation, and cancer causes swollen and enlarged lymph nodes. Common infections that can cause the enlarged lymph nodes. Lymphoma. Lymphoma is a cancer of the lymph node that occurs when the lymphocytes grow and multiply uncontrollably. Lymphangoma. This is an inflammation of your lymph vessels. Lymphangitis. This is a condition that you are born with. It involves the presence of non-cancerous fluid-filled lumps, sites on the reversing overgrown lymph vessels. Thank you. Next, my friend will continue.
I am Navin Kumar from 4th class. Let me explain lymphedema. Lymphedema refers to tissue swelling caused by any accumulation of proteins richly fluid that usually drainage through the body's lymphatic system. It most commonly affects the arms or legs but can also occur in the chest wall, neck and side. Lymph nodes are any important part of our lymphatic system. Lymphedema can be caused by cancer, treatment that are damage, any type of problem that blocks the drainage of lymph fluid can causes by lymphedema. Thank you. Next, my friend.
I am K. Moksha Krishna from 5th class. My topic is disease resistance. The lymphatic system helps to defend the body. Helps to defend against illness causing germs, bacteria, viruses, and fungi. The system builds immunity by making special white blood cells, oligolymphocytes, that produce antibodies which are responsible for immune responses that defend the body against diseases. Lymphatic system protects the body from disease-causing germs. The system products antigens to fight and against germs. Thank you. Next, my friend will continue.
I am Jayman Reddy from 4th class. Today my topic is antibodies antigens. The lymph nodes under the lymphatic structures. The lymph nodes under the organs hold lymphocytes. These can rapidly multiply and release antibodies in response to bacteria, viruses, and range of other stimuli from dead or dying cells and abnormally behaving such as cancer cells. Antigens. These are fungi substances that enter our body. They make the antibodies to fight against it. Antigens that enter through the skin or respiratory tract are carried by lymph to local lymph nodes that enter the blood or filtered out in the spleen. Thank you. Next, my friend will continue.
Good morning to all. I am Vidyanakananda. My topic is lymphatic system is care. Drink plenty of water. Eat a healthy diet. Include healthy fats in your diet. Exercise daily. Avoid pollutants, toxic substances, and unhealthy environment. Thank you.